Okay, so what I'm doing this morning is I needed to work out a method to attach the plasterboard to the ceiling. Now the beams are a little bit too twisted to be able to put the plasterboard up properly and it actually be strong. We are restricted for height on one side because the shower unit we're putting in is only like 3-4 centimetres shorter than the lowest point of the beam. So the method I've come up with is to straddle the beams with metal but cut out where each beam lies and then attach the metal at that point. So to that end I've done marks along this piece of metal. So then I'll use the snips and cut this on both sides. And then obviously that can attach to the beam. That's my method. I'm hoping it'll be okay. And then we'll be able to attach the plasterboard at good increments along this metal. I need 3 of them in total, 1 for each wall side and then 1 that's off the middle because we're using the boards, so we're using a full board and then a part board. So I'll get on with that and we'll see how we go. Okay, this is my solution. I've just laid it out. It's very, very flexible now, unfortunately. I've just done a test fit to make sure I've got the cuts in the right place, which I have. I had to change 1. After measuring it with a tape, I got 1 measurement, and then when I actually fitted it, it was a bit too long, which is a bit strange. But anyway, I'll get this up and show you how we'll go on from there. Right, that's my solution in action. I've drawn a line. It's a little bit off just there. I need to make a small adjustment, but basically that's my solution. It's not as strong as I would hope, but it's not weak either. So that's okay because the screws will obviously go into the wood as well as the metal. So 2 more to do. Hopefully these will work out a little bit better, but that beam there is the most twisted. That one there will need the most work, I believe. Right, it's Lillian's turn to have a look at what I've just done.
Nice.
Now have a closer inspector gadget.
Goodness.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
I know.
So
there has been packed. Yeah.
Exactly level.
Yeah.
And you've had to display it and raise it there.
Yeah.
To make it level. Well, at least we'll have a nice flat ceiling.
Yes, I know. But look behind you against the original one.
Oh, that's just as mad.
I know. It doesn't look level on that middle beam there.
Yeah.
No, the middle beam is what I said.
Sorry.
Yeah. There, because the beam's all twisted.
Yeah.
But as long as we don't screw directly there, it won't be a problem because it's supported everywhere else.
Yeah.
So my next project now is pretending I've worked it out in my own head and I've got to fit one along there. The problem is, to go from that line there I need a cut, I don't need a cut should I say, I probably need packing and I'm going to need a small country fitting in there for it to be supportive upon the ceiling.
Enjoy.
Yes. So, there you go. I'll let you get back to your playing with sloppy stuff.
Yeah, the smells of PVA glues. Whoa. Starts to get you after a while.
That makes you crazy.
Yes.
Makes you loopy.
Crazy.
Yes. My metally thing is done. I just need to, actually looking back now, reflecting on it, I need to add another piece of metal. So I'll get that done now, but it doesn't need to span a great distance. It doesn't actually need to go all the way along, it's just to bring 2 beams correct. And then that's it. And then I can put the insulation stuffing in and then take it from there. I've actually invented a few new swear words. I'll keep them for my own personal dictionary and not share them with anybody.
What have you been up to whilst I've been away? What on earth is that doing here?
Sweepings. Sweepings, look.
No, this.
Speed brace.
Why?
Yes, explain that. Well, I was using that for the other day, actually.
No, didn't you?
After I tried to pummel the end of my finger with that hammer.
Yeah, you said you had to put those things in the wall.
Yeah,
Oh, of
one
course.
there and one there. And a 10mm header. Well, instead of using a spanner, I use a speed brace. Just did it until it stops and just give it a little nick. And that's it, it's in solid. So there you go. Insulation.
Yeah, we've run out though.
Not insulation.
It's because we're thick, or because the roof's thick.
Yes.
We allowed for this amount of insulation, like the rest of the walls that we've put up. Unfortunately, that's distance between the new ceiling and the old ceiling is
Triple,
that.
but we did allow double.
Yes.
Going, oh yeah, it'll only be double, so that's fine. We'll have enough, and it wasn't. We should have measured it and thought about it better.
Yeah.
And it's triple. So all we can do is put this board up. We'll get it to there.
Yeah.
The lights, cables, and everything are already ready for the lights to go onto the end eventually, and get it all wired up. The priority was, isn't it? Because the plumber's meant to be coming very, very soon. Countdown, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. That you wanted to paint this area.
Yes. Yeah.
So I guess if you're going to do it that way, as you've just thought about, going to have to stop short paint over here. I mean, you can go all the way along and all that bit's done, but yeah, sloppy paint when you go spray it, wasn't you? Or
Yeah,
time to spray it, so you don't want to be spraying and covering the brand new shower cubicle
Exactly.
and all in one.
Here we go again. Another day, and this board still isn't up.
Yes.
Yesterday turned into a little bit of a nightmare, as most days do.
To do, yes. We had an appointment to go and see the guy who's going to be doing the tiling, and he'd forgotten. His wife said, "Oh no, he's gone out." Brilliant. But that is how it is. We got back and more Dover destruction. I now need to have a replacement driving licence, bank card, and wallet. We'd had attempted to fit this board before we went. We had an hour, and after doing it first and fitting it and going, oh, well, that isn't fitting at all. It's not even close, even though we've taken all the measurements. We realised what we had to do was cut a piece off one end of the board, which was for here, and not off this end of the board, which is for here, and it's a 5 centimetre difference. The wall is actually out over 120 centimetres by 5. So we cut that and then thought, brilliant, we can go. And then we've discovered that here it's out as well. It goes the other way. So that's turned into a bit of a nightmare. So now we've got to cut and cut, but we've managed to work out that we can use this as the full line, so we don't have to cut the board and lose its protection against the wall. But now we have to cut a board like this.
Yeah.
Or the other way. It's a weird shape.
It's weird. So we've got to bring another board upstairs, which is a joy in itself.
Yes.
Get this cut and give it a go. Okay, well, I don't know if you can tell the angles we've had to cut off this. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up.
No.
The best way of showing it is this piece had to come off this to make this no longer be a 90-degree corner at the bottom. And then it's got a matching pal over there.
Yeah, but that's only that's a 1 centimetre difference, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's a 4 centimetre difference.
Exactly.
So all told, you've got your 5.
Fingers crossed, this should now fit.
Oh, I hope so.
Ready?
Yes. Let's give it a go. We'll not have to make any noises of shoutings and swearings. You're going to have to look at what you're doing as opposed to hope you're smacking it into the wall. Perfect here.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep. As
Awesome.
far as I can tell. Right, square top with Tom.
Well,
I've got it, but get on with it.
you haven't. Because as soon as I start, you're going to drop it. Everything's right.
Well, we did it.
Yes.
Go us.
Cheers.
Bottom braces putting far too many screws in comparison to what they say to do, but that's because we don't really want plasterboard landing on our heads. Pleased. Gosh, that's been a mission.
Yes, it has.
Feeling.
Yeah, a little bit of damage here. There's a screw. The screws that you fit it together with, right at the edge, unfortunately. But when we put the wall in, we'll tape it and hopefully hide that anyway.
Yeah. So another wall has to go in this space. That was what we were aiming for
Yes.
for the side of this room.
Yeah, and that'll slide in that way.
Yeah.
And it'll be higher anyway. So
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed a couple of spaces. But that's the way I roll. I roll in a missy kind of way. That's it. Next is get this taped and filled as quick as we can.
Yeah.
And then, my mistakings. 2 holes for the spotlights.
Yes.
I want to do that first, and then that's less dust, and then we can tape and do what we've got to do.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Watching a man at work.
Man at work.
There's a song.
Well, group. Aren't they Australian?
Just.
Who can it be now? And Land Down Under, they're the only 2 ones I can think of that was renowned for.
Just.
Okay, so set the laser, got the centre of the room, and now marked where we want the lights. One big light may have been better, but we went for 2 small ones because one big light would be at an angle. So we're going for 2 smaller ones that can be tilted.
Yep.
So I'll do this first one, which is over there.
Do you want me to turn the laser off?
Yeah, you can do now, yeah. Yeah, we don't need it.
Look at the state of him.
I didn't bother with the dust mask, yeah. I'm naughty. Nothing's done for you.
I've got 3 now.
No, 2, you said you threw them all away.
The other one's thrown away. It's downstairs in the wheelbarrow somewhere.
Right. I'm looking up, do you know what? They look crooked like that, but I think
don't.
it's because of everything else.
Everything in this blinking property does.
No, it's alright. I'm looking along its length now. And when you turn the laser off, you moved it, didn't you?
Nope. Bang on.